Shalom and welcome to Torah for the Nations, and welcome to Key 5 of bonding with our God, our Creator, during this festival of Sukkot. On the fifth night of Sukkot, we talk about Aaron, and Aaron represents God's emotional attribute of Hod. And what we're going to find out is that Aaron and Moses, their roles are interchangeable, they are interconnected in every way. It's not like, oh, Aaron is Moses' right-hand man or second in command. No, they're equally important. You know, God told Moses, tell the people that I need pure olive oil for the lamps. But then he told Aaron, you and your sons will be the ones to light the lamps. Okay, so Moses and Aaron, they're working hand in hand. They both go to Pharaoh. They both lead the people out of Egypt. They both lead the people to Mount Sinai. And they are in charge of making this people into a people that's going to be a light to the nations. Okay, and we're going to learn from this point on how it's going to trickle down into the nations for all future generations. These people are going to learn God's will and teach it to everybody else. So it goes, they're very connected of this netzach that Moses brought. I'm going to lead you to the one true God. I'm going to get you out of idolatry. But the next thing is, the other thing that we need to attach ourselves to is the Jewish people. They're very connected, God and his people. And so the universal law that goes with Aaron and goes with Hod is that thou shalt not blaspheme. So just like thou shalt not commit idolatry and thou shalt not blaspheme God, they're very connected, just like Moses and Aaron are connected. Hod is all about servitude. Aaron was a servant to the people. He was a peacemaker. He knew how important it was that the people should be quick to apologize. He always went around, if people were having contention, he would say to one, you know, the other person, this is really bothering them. They really want to patch things up with you. Then he would go to another person, whether it was a husband and wife or two friends, he would say the same thing to them. You know, this other person really doesn't like that you guys are fighting right now. He really wants to do what it takes. He wants to make amends. And so that way, when those people saw each other again, they would make up. So this is who Aaron was. Aaron was Moses' older brother. He was interconnected with Moses as part of this plan that God had. And we see, you know, in the beginning days, even though they were brothers, they were separated for many years. And there's this time where they're old and they come together and they hug and they kiss and they're reunited. And there's a psalm, I'll read it to you, Psalm 85:11, that talks about this relationship between Moses and Aaron. And you can see two equally great attributes. It says, benevolence and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed. So benevolence is Aaron, truth is Moses. Righteousness is Moses, peace is Aaron. Two qualities that go hand in hand. The God of Israel and the Jewish people, they go hand in hand. So we have to attach ourselves, just like when Ruth said, your God is my God, your people are my people. So it's both. And so like when Rahab, when the spies came to her door and she acknowledged that she knew that their God was the God of creation, the God of heaven and earth. And then the next thing was like, and I want to attach myself to your people. I want you to save me and my family. We want to join you. And so this is the idea that we can't have one without the other. So Aaron represents Hod and acknowledgement and thankfulness. And the way that the practical application, there's three ways that we can take this attribute of Hod and make it a part of our life. Hod means listening, empathetic listening. If we're going to be interconnected with people, if we are going to represent God in a way that doesn't blaspheme him, we have to show empathy to one another. when someone is talking, listening is an art form. You listen, maybe you ask follow-up questions, maybe you picture what would it be like if I, to walk in their shoes. This is empathy. This is empathetic listening. What is this person really saying? What does this person need from me? This is captured in this word hod, acknowledgement, listening, being an empathetic listener. The second thing that hod symbolizes is gratefulness. We want to be grateful to God. It's the exact opposite of entitlement. We want to say, thank you, God, for returning my soul to me. And we want to be able to tell other people, I know I couldn't do this without you. I'm so grateful for you. This builds that interconnectedness, that bond with people, that trust in other people, of actually thinking that we don't know it all. There's things we don't know that we don't know, and being open to that, being vulnerable to that, being, listening to what they have to say. This is all part of empathetic listening, being grateful for others, acknowledging others, not thinking that we are less because we give them the credit for something. And the third thing would be to be a person that easily says they're sorry, to admit mistakes, to say, I'm sorry I was wrong, to quickly want to patch things up. Just that's who Aaron was. Just to be able to be a peacemaker with other people, be easy to be around, be vulnerable, be that kind of person that's just a joy to be with. And Aaron's death was, the date of his death was recorded in the Torah. His is the only date that was recorded, and the people mourned for him for a whole month. So Aaron was so valuable to the people. Just the way about him, of his easy, the way he was a good listener, the way he was a peacemaker, the way that he could get people, the importance of patching things up, of saying you're sorry, that the importance of being thankful for one another, all of this interconnectedness that he showed them, of how he worked with Moses, was such a great example of what we need to be with each other. So just like the two laws of thou shalt not commit idolatry and not blaspheme God, they're very connected. Moses and Aaron were very connected. Netzach and hod, victory and acknowledgement that we're thankful to God for every victory that we have, and we're thankful to other people, and we acknowledge other people. This all goes hand in hand. Netzach and hod, Moses and Aaron. Okay, so we are on night 5 of Sukkot. Next time we'll be talking about Joseph. So we'll see you next time for night 6.